Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? It's your boy Culture. Today with Caged episode 10, the post game show with AcaRa Warlord, Sage Sleet, and Nino Brown, aka Gibby Fan 99 for now.
Yeah, had some issues on his side, so he will be joining us here in a little bit.
Sorry for the messed up name tags. It'll buff out here in a few. But
I'm actually a car
right
warlord.
Let's go.
I'm the owner here. Sorry.
Adrian, no, look, it was fine, and then Nino's iPad died, and then it messed the cameras all up, and it was just a story, bro. It's a story, but what's going on, guys?
Point of no return.
How's everybody
Another
doing tonight?
day, could be better because Kyle Shanahan's going to be known as the biggest choke in Super Bowl history, as far as I'm concerned. So, could be better,
Ugh,
but not horrible. We're okay. It could have been a lot worse.
could have been a lot worse. That is true. That is true. That was a wild ass game, man. Like, it was very close at the beginning, and then it just kind of, San Francisco took it away for the second half, and then Kansas City kind of just came back.
And then Kyle Shanahan forgot how to call plays. Mid through the fourth quarter,
I mean,
he decided that running the ball wasn't worth it anymore. Apparently,
to be fair, Mahomes also was playing garbage in the third quarter, so it wasn't like one team was playing bad at one point. They both had their moments, and then Chiefs just clutched it out at the end. To be
damn
fair.
Chiefs.
That's true.
Mm.
So,
That one stings.
Sage, you said before the podcast that you put a little bet on that. So how much did you win?
So I was in like a pool of 30 people. I put 500 in because I was like, go big. And I came out with $2,000 won. But Nick over here, Warlord over here, how much did you put in? And how did that go for you?
Well, before I talk about my loss, I will say that 2 weeks ago I did have the Chiefs in Vegas. So I rode them the entire playoff spree because I was in Vegas for multiple weeks. I actually bet them week 16 to win the AFC. So that's when Baltimore was all the hype. So I had put $600 on them. That won me my 600 back plus $1,088. So then I went ahead and put the winnings that I had, ended up being $1,100 on the Chiefs, on the 49ers to beat the Chiefs. And that didn't really work out tonight. And if it wasn't for me winning one of my dad's the little squares, you guys ever play those games where you can buy the squares or whatever, the number squares. If I didn't win one of those quarters, I would have got really mollywopped, but luckily I lost a couple $100. And for me, that's not even a day in Vegas for me. So it could have been a lot worse. It would have stung way more if I would have lost the full $1,100, but
Yeah.
For sure.
I salvaged some of it, but I still was a loser in the
So
end.
does this mean you're not buying the gaming PC?
Well, I might, but I'm not necessarily in a hurry to press finish the checkout. So.
You were 2 days ago.
It's just been in my cart for a while, but I'll probably end up purchasing this week.
All right.
I would have had more motivation to get it if the 49ers would have did their job.
Oh, never mind.
But they didn't do it, so we are where we are.
So Nick Bosa, am I right?
Nick Bosa. Oh.
Which Bosa?
Shut up, bro. Look,
Chris, do you know which Bosa was playing in the game tonight?
I do. It was Nick Bosa. Okay, I'm not that stupid.
You're sure?
Yeah. Look. Okay.
No, there could be more.
Okay, look. I didn't look. I don't follow the 49ers. Okay, bro.
Bro, there's literally one game on, and he was involved in almost every defense.
Yeah, but I don't. I was playing tens. I was playing tens.
And for those who are wondering, I literally just in our Discord chat, all I said was, "Man, Nick Bosa is really kill." I think I said Bosa is killing it right now. To which Culture had to respond, "Which one?" Because we all know he has a brother named Joey that plays for the Chargers, and it was just.
Did they play together in college or something? Or am I just completely stupid?
They went to the same college, but they never played on the same team at any point. No.
Oh well.
Rip.
I'm stupid, I guess. So, so Sage, you're one of the newest members of AcaRa.
No, hold on. One sec.
What?
That halftime show though.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh.
I can't be the only person that was like pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
think there was a person who wasn't happy with it.
I'm sure there's somebody who was like, "Fucking J Lo, the old bitch." But I was like, "Hey, J Lo's looking good at 50 and Shakira at 43." Woo! That was a halftime show. I don't know what songs they played, but
Nick
it was
wasn't
worth
paying attention to
watching.
the music. That's.
There were some random guys up there singing too. I had no idea who the fuck they were, but J Lo and Shakira did their thing.
Oh yeah, he totally went mute for the whole thing, or like the whole the music was just gone. His focus was.
I was just
towards
glued.
other
I was just
things.
glued.
Waiting
Alright,
for the
go ahead, my
Janet
bad.
Jackson part
I-
2, huh?
Oh, there's Nino.
Hey, J-Lo looked like she was wearing some, some shit that might be skeptical. Look at these cameras. What the hell?
It's
Okay.
fixed. Oh, it's
It's-
fixed.
Yo, we're
Well,
back. We're back. Yo, what's up?
Nino.
Yo, what's up? He's back.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, what's up, Dino?
Bro, iPad is still not working, bro. I'm just on my phone.
Hey, you're here, so it's all good.
I'm dead.
So what's up, bro?
Not a lot, man. Listening to y'all on my PlayStation talk about the game and shit, and the halftime show.
Did you catch any of that halftime show? I know you said you were making a pizza, bro.
I did, but my girlfriend was beside me, so I stayed looking at the pizza.
Respectable. Respectable.
She Puerto Rican too. I don't.
Oh, yeah. You
I
can't.
didn't
You gotta be
get
safe
Top
with
them.
that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What'd you say? You might have to talk a little louder since you're talking to your phone.
Oh, my iPad just booted back up.
Oh,
there you go.
indeed. It's all good. It's not a caged podcast without some technical difficulties. That's a fact.
Pretty much every episode. We've only had 10, and I'm pretty sure every episode's had some kind of
Weird shit.
something's happened in all of them. Just about. But that's what's to be expected now, so we just go with the flow.
That's true. So as I was getting into it before we talked about the halftime show, Sage, you and Nino actually are both two of the newest members of AcaRa Gaming. So starting with you, Sage, so like really what got you into gaming, man? Like what started your like passion for creating content and playing video games in general?
Well, I guess if we were going to the root of it all, it was back when I think I was like 6. I don't remember how old I was specifically, but it was when Melee came out for the GameCube. And my mom was like, listen, I don't like video games or technology. She was one of those parents, but she bought me a GameCube with Mario Kart Double Dash and Smash Melee. And I didn't really like video games when I played it until my brother and my neighbor came over to start playing with me. And then we took it competitively, and that's what got me into gaming because I just wanted to be the best at everything. And then when I got further along, I realized, oh shit, there are people that play this game way more than me, and I won't be better than them. But that's okay because I want to create content for it instead, and just be the funny guy who makes the game hype. So, but when I started streaming, it was really gonna be just a hobby because I played the game by myself all the time anyway. So I was like, I might as well just do it, like stream while I play, because why not? But then people started joining in, and it kind of it blew up pretty quickly. So I was like, I'm gonna take it seriously. But yeah, it's been good so far.
Hell yeah,
That's
dude.
good to hear.
And what about you, Nino, man? What got you into gaming and just making content and whatnot?
Word. So like, I can definitely remember when like gaming actually became a thing for me, and it was when I was younger and I used to have to pay my siblings to play the game with me. because
Wait, really?
yes, bro, yes, because my older brother was that athletic kid. Anything he picked up, he was good at. So like, if he wanted to play, it was gonna be Madden, and I always lost in Madden, so I didn't want to play that. And my little brother had no interest at all, so I would give them $2-3 to play the game with me for like an hour or two. And the first like game I ever remember being hooked on was Dynasty Warriors. And growing up and stuff like that, like my family was always very poor, so like I never had online until like my junior year of college is when I could afford to like be able to play online. And it kind of took off from there, and that's when I actually found a whole content team called the Misfits. It's Fits and Swagger Souls and all them. And that's when I realized like, yo, people find assholes funny.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because like I was like, yeah, like never playing online. Like I didn't know people found being a dick funny. So I was like, well, like I can naturally be a dick. So
Can't relate.
yeah, so
Okay.
like playing, and then Fortnite started blowing up and stuff like that. So just having a couple people to play with, start posting some stuff on Twitter and yada yada yada. Next thing I was streaming because I was living at my mom's crib, and it gained a following, kind of the same like as Say said, kind of just gained a following, kind of snowballed, and then I kind of started adulting a little bit in the stream and kind of fell off more, and more just posting content and videos here and there is what it became of. But I'm definitely trying to get back into streaming, just moving over to YouTube instead of Twitch.
Indeed.
So you're gonna make the move. Any
I'm-
reason?
Well, when I was like grinding on Twitch, um, it was at first heavily saturated, and like anybody trying to start up their stream, you're doing the whole follow for follow thing, and this and that, and I realized like, yeah, I got 1.3 followers, but I'm only gaining 5 or 6 viewers a stream.
Right.
And I don't like those numbers. I don't like how, like, I don't know, it just to me it doesn't make my profile look good. And Twitch and YouTube are both heavily saturated, but it's just from a business standpoint, you can reach more people with YouTube. The average Joe has YouTube. The average Joe doesn't have Twitch.
True.
That's true.
You know what I
can
mean?
see
So
that.
to me, it makes it easier to reach an audience that I didn't necessarily have access to before.
That's pretty smart.
Hot take on that. I used to think the same way actually, but what I do is I just stream on Twitch because Twitch is better for streaming in my opinion. And then you get those streams, you edit them down, and then you post YouTube videos of those streams. And if you want to take YouTube more seriously, you can just obviously record specifically for YouTube. But if you want to follow it based on both Twitch and YouTube, then you can do that. And for me, it's combined the two, and that's why I'm just constantly getting more followers.
I can see that. I don't know. It's just I've been with Twitch for a while, and I just I'd rather be on YouTube. To me, it's easier.
I fuck with that because like I get it. Like after streaming on Twitch for a while, and like sometimes it's like you can have good content, but sometimes it just like it relies on just that one person getting in your stream, or like that one like bigger streamer like deciding to raid you or something like that. Like a lot of people don't get like a start off of just like grinding because it takes forever just like promoting your own shit.
It does. But like, I mean, for instance, like my older brother, he's depending on the calendar year, he's 1 year older than me. Okay. When I started up streaming and all that, I told him, yo, throw me a follow on Twitch. Like it'll help me, get me affiliated. 1 year older than me, I had to step by step walk this man through signing up Twitch and learning what is the difference between friending somebody and following somebody.
Right.
And to me it's easier to just be on YouTube.
Yeah, all you gotta do is hit that one subscribe button and
you feel me?
Yeah.
One subscribe button and like you're there.
It makes sense. And YouTube's also been making a lot of strides on like becoming a little
Courage moved over. That was a big move for YouTube, getting Courage.
Mhm.
Didn't you say, Chris, that they took over like the CDL?
Yeah, they have
streaming
CDL
rights?
and Overwatch League
Well,
streaming rights
damn.
So
now.
they're making moves for
Do they
sure. There's
really?
no doubt.
Yeah.
Wait, YouTube has Overwatch League now?
Yep.
That's that's
Which is
crazy.
crazy because like last year they were doing so much of Twitch. Like they had that Overwatch All Access or whatever, where you could like purchase like All Access and you could like watch like a specific player's POV the entire like match. So they were doing some weird shit, some crazy shit with Twitch. And so it's kind of odd to see them like switch that over to YouTube. Same with even COD, man, because like COD has been on Twitch forever, and there have been moves to try and take it away, like MLG TV. That was horrible, but it
Thanks,
never got
Ninja.
away from it never really got away from Twitch, and neither is like really any other competitive gaming, really.
Well, I think what YouTube's done is they just hired a lot of a lot more younger people in like higher up positions. Like when Fwiz made the fucking jump over to like the YouTube gaming spot. Ever since that happened, dude, like they're doing all sorts of moves. So
That's true.
definitely. And then if you look at like the Twitch admins and people running that shit, Twitch has been having some like rocky,
Oh yeah,
To say the
stories coming
least,
out,
man.
man.
To say the
They're having
least,
some
bro.
leak stories.
A lot
They're
of
making
stuff's
some
been happening on
questionable
Twitch.
moves.
Yeah, they are.
They're
Can
making.
can I actually ask a question real quick?
What's up?
Think that Twitch and YouTube, as of right now, are the only two viable streaming like websites.
No, I think Mixer's definitely in there, you know, but I feel like I feel like not enough people care about Mixer. Like they have Shroud, they have Ninja, but like do people really care about Mixer? Like enough.
Not
Like-
not at this point, but they have enough money to make people care about.
That's
it.
true,
Oh,
but
yeah,
they
they
shove
definitely do.
they shove like as an Xbox player, every time you hop on, you know, they shove that shit in your face. They're like, "Yo, check out Ninja, he's live. Check out Shroud, he's live. Check out this random person." You know, they have the hype zone, all that shit. But like, is it really appealing to anybody besides like Microsoft's already already sat fan base?
I think we'd have to see the numbers just to see what kind of monthly growth they have, which I'm not sure. We'll have to look that up. for
Well,
maybe the next
I think it would
episode.
be like worth looking in like Ninja's numbers now compared to his Twitch numbers or like Shroud's numbers now, because you know like
Right.
they built up all that insane following on both on Twitch just to kind of say fuck it, really, you know.
Yeah, but if you listen to like what the contracts kind of were, those contracts covered up any possible loss of income they would ever have from Twitch.
And
So, I
Facebook's
mean-
doing the same thing. They have been paying people like $1 million to stream on them for 3 years. YouTube or Facebook Gaming.
Yeah, but Facebook has like, I don't know, man. I don't think Facebook's a viable platform.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that that's how they're
Yeah.
getting their viewership. It's only from paying some big people to move over to them.
Yeah,
I think Facebook has also partnered with OBS because
Yeah.
every time you open up OBS now, it's like, oh, multi-stream with Facebook. And
Yeah.
it's like
you can win a headset and all this shit. Yeah.
like a gamer mouse or whatever. Yeah.
It's just really interesting to know, like, or to find out what other big contracts are going to be going to these certain like platforms. You know, like you said, we have Shroud and we have Ninja on Mixer. But didn't like Twitch go ahead and sign like someone like Nick Merckx? Didn't they sign him to a contract?
No,
I'm pretty sure.
was it
I'm pretty sure it was Nick Merckx that got signed by Twitch like right after all that happened.
maybe? I don't know.
To an
Nick Merckx has
to an
me blocked on
exclusive deal.
Twitter. I'm not sure.
You're the wrong person to ask on that. How do you get blocked by Nick Merckx? Like I know he's.
I don't remember
a
what
little
I
rager,
said.
but-
I don't remember what I said, bro. You know me on Twitter.
You get
Like, when I
you get
first wake
blocked
up.
by more fucking people than I know, dude. Like Joey DeLuca fucking
Dude,
blocked
Merck
your
blocked
ass. Like
me.
how do you get?
Like,
How does Merck block anyone? That dude's like calm and collected. You
'Cause I
could've
told him
really
because
pissed him off.
I told him he was an idiot for dropping Clay, and then Clay won champs that year. So fuck Merck.
And I was like, how the hell do you get blocked by that? And I guess that'd be a reason then.
I looked back at the tweet and it wasn't even that bad. All I said was like, you were stupid. That's all I said was like, you're stupid for it. That's it. That's it. It wasn't like anything like vulgar or like fucked up. It was just, you're stupid. Like, so I don't know. Maybe just having a bad day.
Yeah, that might have been the case. Maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he didn't want to drop him. Maybe that was like a Hastro move,
Maybe
and Joey just had to agree on it.
that's true.
Possibility. That's funny though. Getting blocked by everybody, bud.
Yeah,
Hey, does
dude.
Scuff have you blocked?
Yes, Scuff does have me blocked.
Who else has you blocked? Who are some notable people that have you blocked?
Let me
on
look.
Twitter?
I
I'm
got
just
you.
curious
Continue
now.
on the conversation. I'll figure this out.
Yeah, I was just curious to know who else would have your ass blocked because I know you be getting into people on there over some petty shit too. You be getting blocked over some petty shit.
In a
It's
few
funny.
days,
I gotta
Nino's gonna
think.
block him for saying Xbox is better than PS4 or something. So I don't know if I know.
Oh yeah, I forgot Gibby's blocked by Hex. Yo.
Dude, Gibby's blocked by Hex for one of the most wild reasons ever. And like,
Yeah, Gibby, weren't you that fool that was like one of those kids like, I found the Optic House, bruh. Like the original Optic House.
yeah,
One of
bro.
those dudes.
He drove up to that shit, bro. Took a picture of the house, and then Hex blocked him on Twitter.
Oh, 60-50. Yep.
Oh,
He was one of
dude.
those kids.
I'm not sure who all I'm blocked by. Like notable ones: Scuff, Nick Merckx, Bezo.
Fuck Bezo.
Bezo.
That's a guy. He's a piece of shit.
I don't know if
so I don't
either
even
of you
go bad
guys
on
really
that one.
follow. Like, I know Nino probably follows the COD community. I'm not sure so much about you, Sage, but Bezo is the #1 ranked player on Game Battles, and he is a fucking cheat.
He's a fucking fraud.
He's the biggest fraud ever, and like it's no bullshit either. Like there's legit proof of him kicking people offline whenever they're winning, or like paying people to like report that he won and all this shit, bro. He's a fraud. He's an absolute fraud.
Oh my
Did you see about that trick shot? Apparently, he was like one of the #1 trick shotters.
I
on
saw the
Twitch.
video.
And he had a tryout for FaZe Clan, and they were like, "Yo, like, what is that?" And he was like, "Oh, I can explain." And they were like, "Well, like, are you cheating?" And he was like, "Well, I mean, I can explain." And they were like, "Well, like,
Did
yes
he like
or
make
no?"
a video on that shit like right after it? And he's like,
Yeah.
I've recorded this like 9 times. And,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna talk about it. It's like, oh, Jesus, dude,
bro,
what
they
the
laid
fuck?
into him too. They were like, "Yo, you had a chance at it all, and you fucked up."
Yeah, dude.
That
He's
video
a
was
fraud.
wild.
He's an absolute fraud.
Bro, that shit. But like, why cheat, man? Why cheat? Like, I honestly don't get the motive behind cheating. Like, the point of video games is at least to me, is a competitive challenge, or at least some kind of challenge in some way. But like games like Call of Duty and shit, it's competitive. So like, if you're cheating just to like headshot everybody and know that Joe Blow is around the corner on B, I mean,
Yeah.
like, what's the fucking point in playing? Like,
No,
you're literally just like you're just occupying your time. Like, you're not trying to actually play.
Oh, I agree with you. I 100% agree. But to me, the motives of cheaters is they don't care about playing the game to win. They just care about like those followers or that clout. They don't
Yeah.
care about anything else.
Offset
cheaters be getting
Offset
that
said
clout.
it best. They
Kinda
do
fuck.
anything for clout. Offset said it best. They do anything for clout.
The worst part is like people stick with those fools though sometimes. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's like they manipulated it so well to like,
You
fuck
remember
it,
like maybe like 2 years ago there was that like Optic had that like India CS:GO team where the dude
the,
like
the
at
India team.
yeah that where he actually like cheated on main stage.
I remember that.
Like he pulled
That
out a
was-
script on CS:GO on main stage and
Oh
got
That's when you knew
caught.
Optic was
God.
going downhill. They started like signing like all these international teams that nobody fucking knew, and then they got caught cheating on the main stage in India. That shit was wild.
Yeah, I don't get the point in cheating, man. Like I agree with both of you. Like I definitely get how cheaters, like if they're good at covering up, they can get the most followers on YouTube, the most followers on Twitch, whatever. Maybe not so much Twitch. I feel like YouTube's a lot easier to manipulate. Like your
'Cause
Twitch
there's editing, yeah.
your Twitch followers might be a little not so naive to pick up on something like that.
Yeah, Twitch followers can be ruthless.
Oh yeah.
Twitch communities can be just straight up mean.
Well, it's also because you're live, and anyone can come in and just be like, shitting on
You suck.
Yeah, you
Like,
fucking
just
suck.
when you're smaller and you're big, you don't have like a chat. It's just you and then that person shitting on you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just,
that
oh my
shit's wild. The stream snipers. I guess think of all the guys,
Exactly.
all the Fortnite people, Ninja and the stream
Bro,
snipers.
you remember the whole that whole tirade of Ninja and stream snipers where we like get people banned off of Fortnite? I remember there was like that one case where like somebody actually just happened to kill him. Somebody
He's
just
like, "I'm
actually
calling him
happened
right
to kill him, and Epic actually banned the guy even though he wasn't actually stream sniping, and there was this whole thing about it. It's like don't get so wild, man.
My thing is he never
He's just power
he never
crazy.
talked about it. He just ignored it. He's like, fuck it. I'm Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
basically.
have to explain myself. Fuck y'all.
Basically.
how does Ninja have so much clout? Like I don't understand. It's not an
Because
entertaining
he peddled to the he was originally like an edgelord and thought he was funny by being like Nino
got
said, like a
cringe.
dick.
Yeah,
eh,
I know, but now he's just like
He just
weird.
pandered to the complete like child audience. Fortnite came out, he changed his image. He was like, I'm a PG streamer now. He does the pawn, all that dumb shit. Like
Parents fuck with that
yeah,
shit.
the parents fuck with that shit. Ninja's a Twitch streamer that like whenever instead of making your kid watch like Peppa Pig or something dumb, they can just throw on Ninja and like like call it a day.
That's the future, bro. That's fucking crazy.
He said instead of
no
Peppa
more
Pig.
Peppa Pig or like Mickey Mouse. You're watching Ninja.
Watching as a kid. Shit.
Yeah, dude, like that's definitely part of it. But
I
That's
like,
pretty
agree.
wild though how he got as he is though. Like
All I think about
That
when I
dude
hear
blew up.
Ninja is that New Year's Eve. When he's
yeah.
Now we're gonna do the
Oh yeah.
Let's floss.
or
Let's do a
whatever.
Not
floss.
seen enough movement, guys.
in the rain, everyone's just staring at his bitch ass, and he's
He's
over
like-
there just
he's
dancing
like-
by himself on the.
That's because
stage.
like,
what the
bro,
fuck?
you're not sitting here doing that to like 13-year-olds, bro. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, bro. This
You
is like,
flossing out here in 12-degree weather. Go sit down, bro.
dude. Everybody was pissed. They're like, dude, get this blue haired dude off
There's
the
like-
fucking stage.
I just remember seeing like two old ladies like one staring at him. I was like, oh shit, this ain't.
Because they
working,
have no
bro.
idea what the fuck is going on.
They were all
They
just
were,
staring at him, bro. It's really bad.
Oh, dude. God, esports is not ready for the real world. Okay, not yet.
No,
That
the
shit's
real world's
fun.
not ready for esports. Is what it is.
Facts.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all wild. That shit's wild.
Oh,
Good
my-
old Twitch, good old Ninja. Dude, doesn't that guy have his own shoes now from like
Yeah,
Adidas?
yeah, he has his own Adidas
Probably,
line.
dude.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
It's crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy. That's absolutely nuts.
Twitch.
Nigga got his own shit.
I feel like Ninja's not the only streamer though that has gotten big off of like catering to like 13-year-olds. Pokemon did the exact same thing, but
Yeah,
it
but
was
she a
like, but she was
female.
like attractiveness and how hot she was is how she got. I'm just my opinion. I don't think she's
Yeah.
really funny.
Same with like Courage. He also got big off appealing to kids.
Courage annoying with his damn lisp. I can't listen to that shit all the time. And he always wanna auto tune some shit. I can't listen to him.
How did Tim the Tap Man get like popular? He was in
Riding
a Super Bowl
Ninja?
commercial, dog.
Riding Ninja's
You see
coattail.
Riding Ninja, bro. That's
Yeah.
how Tim got big. Well,
That
Tim
dude,
kind of big already, but as far as popularity, yeah, Ninja.
I lost it when like I saw the commercial and then I saw his post like, yo, who's that bald headed guy in the tractor? I was like, what? They have you in a Super Bowl commercial, dog? Like, what the fuck?
You ever wonder how like long some of these guys will last? Because like think about the
Yeah.
Twitch and YouTube stars of like yesterday. Like man, like none of them are really big. I mean, I guess you consider like Jericho. Maybe like he's the only one that's maybe been able to stay relevant because he averages around like 3K Twitch viewers and manages to be like the face of Twitch. But like
How the fuck is he the face of Twitch?
because he's just so
Like,
consistent, man. He does all
Ninja
the
left.
brand deals. Like he does all the brand deals for everything. He does the hosting. He's just all a really big like part of the Twitch culture, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I used to like him back in the day, but I always hated who's this other guy? Gold starts with gold something.
Gold Glove?
God, what a douchebag.
Dude, I like both of them, like to be honest, but like I grew up watching them.
Gold Glove's fucking like the epitome of cringe. At least back then. I haven't watched him lately. I stopped watching that shit.
Oh, like back when he was like
Cringe.
dressing up in the green suits and like doing dumb shit on stream.
Bro,
Like,
I used to hate that shit. Like I liked Jericho, and I think I actually started hating like Gold after like Jericho's dog like bit him in the face. Like remember back then when
Yeah.
his chow like bit him in the face, and that dude was like having those fucking Twitter rants about all sorts of bullshit like that fool's dog.
yeah, he's
I
like, this
think I-
dog's fucking annoying, bro. Fuck this dog. It's fucking
It's like a
it's like-
fucking puppy, and he's all crying about the dog. You know, he had his face in front of it and got bit in the nose or some shit.
yeah,
And he was
shit
all crying
happens.
at Jericho, and I was like, dude, you're such a pussy. Like, I'm done. I can't watch this.
You know what?
fucking shit.
Actually, talking about Jericho and Gold Glove, since we're on the topic of them, in my opinion, the worst thing that Activision has recently done is, so you remember how they used to do the race every year for the COD endowment?
Mm-hmm.
Like they made that a Dr. Disrespect like 2v2 gunfight tournament, and like that was cool and all, but like these dudes literally sat there since what, like MW3, maybe even sooner, and like, you know, took 24 hours, maybe more, out of their day every year to stream Call of Duty until they got 10th prestige, like to be the first people, and took all the money for like the veterans. And then like when MW came out, they were getting ready to do it, and Activision just kind of slapped them in the face and said, "Yeah, we're not doing that this year." So I think that's a little like fucked up.
Yeah, but they're not Dr. Disrespect. Like, hello?
Yeah, that's true.
He's the two-time dog.
The two-time.
the two-time.
he's not Dr. Disrespect. He's not
Dr.
the
Disrespect.
two-time.
He's the two-time dog.
That's
The
true, bro.
Blockbuster champion. You can't fuck with that.
Oh, shit,
Jesus
he's
Christ.
Blockbuster champion. He makes points, bro.
Fucking
Yeah.
Dr. Disrespect cheats on his wife, disappears for 3 months, comes back, and he's like,
It
twice
still
as
balls
popular.
out.
Like,
Still
what the
balls
fuck?
out.
It's like, man, you're the man of a plan.
It's his production value, bro. It's his character. Like,
Dude, his production value is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's top notch, no doubt.
Man puts on a TV show.
exactly. That's exactly what it does. It's crazy.
He's kind of funny though too. Like I never thought I'd actually like someone like him, but he's pretty
Dude.
funny.
I've watched a few of Dr. Disrespect streams and shit, and like, it's how he be getting mad that makes it funny.
Yeah.
When he fires his like assistant that he has supposedly, that shit always cracks me up. Shit. Homeboy even went to a bathroom and started filming, and it doesn't
Dude,
matter. You can't sink the Dr. Disrespect, man. He's untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
He's gonna have to kill somebody for it to like finally end. Because
that's true. He cheated on his wife, filmed in a public bathroom. Like, what's next, bro? What's next?
He's gonna do some crazy shit. I don't know, but he's untouchable.
Do you
Good
think?
luck taking down Dr. Disrespect?
So I saw this thread on Twitter the other day. It was like, do you think Antonio Brown is like the next Aaron Hernandez? Like-
Oh, I was talking about wanting to fight like Logan Paul or some shit. I was like, oh Jesus.
Oh no, he said Aaron Hernandez.
I was like, you know, it's gone. You've gone loony and you're downhill and you want to fight fucking Logan Paul.
Facts, dude.
Hey, but speaking of, since Six Figure Gibber got knocked out or when he lost,
Yeah.
can we expect? I mean, KSI did promise Jake Paul a fight if he beat Gibby.
Is that why KSI was like, fuck, in the crowd, all sad as fuck?
Probably.
Could be. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I didn't watch the actual match, but I watched little highlights on YouTube. Jake looks a lot more dangerous in the ring than Logan.
I'll tell you though, Logan Paul won the last one. If he didn't get those points taken off,
I disagree,
that-
man.
that-
dude.
I
that was
disagree,
And the
awesome.
first one he won outright. I don't care
I
what
didn't see the
anyone
first
says.
one.
On
I
the
didn't see
first
the
one,
first one.
where they got that tie, bro, like Logan Paul was straight fucking. He got tired though. He was. You could tell he wasn't
See,
ready for it because he got
here's-
tired.
Here's my thing about the second fight. I just don't know what Logan was doing. What the fuck was you waiting on? like what were you waiting on? Like, you had KSI shook at one point. I mean, you're bigger, you're probably stronger. KSI was out
That's
there
the
just
thing.
fucking.
He's
KSI
bigger,
was
bro.
just throwing them joints. He was
Yeah.
KSI was just out there just literally trying to fight. if Logan would have did literally anything,
Anything, right? No, I hear you on that one.
Logan
But,
was also
like-
complaining about how he was sick that day.
I
As
don't
well.
wanna hear that
And
shit.
I was like,
Dude,
I
they
don't want to
make-
get that shit out of
they
here.
make
I
you
hate
take a
that
physical
shit, yeah.
exam prior to the match, or before the match.
Yeah,
they make you take a physical
exactly.
exam.
I hate those kind of excuses. Like, oh, dude, don't do that shit now. Don't do that shit.
But I do love in his YouTube video, he was all like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the loss like a man and not complain and cry, but I'm going to the commission about this."
That's some pussy shit right there.
That
Who was
shit
his
had me cracked
trainer
up.
again? What was his name? Who was it?
I just know him as Let's Go
Like-
Champ.
He's like, let's go, champ.
Yeah, I just know him as Let's Go Champ. His name slips my mind. He's a famous boxer.
Yeah, I know, but just the champ thing. Oh my
Sharon?
God.
Sharon Briggs?
I have no idea.
Briggs.
don't
I know
know.
Briggs is his name. Here, that's gonna bother me.
Dude, I kind of like the whole YouTube boxer bullshit. I know it's
I
kind
do
of corny
too.
and cheesy, but
I
I
do
kind of
too.
like that.
I don't
shit.
care until Joe Rogan commentates the next one.
Oh,
Shannon
I was like,
Briggs.
commentate, yeah. Like, I hope no one fights Joe Rogan. He'll fucking kill somebody.
Oh yeah, dude. Fucking right.
I remember people used to like talk shit about Joe Rogan and all that nonsense. Like, yeah, he's the fear factor guy, dude. Joe Rogan will fucking murder somebody. Like, they show that dude in the octagon when he's training with like the fighters. They say he has one of like the nastiest kicks, and you watch him like kicking back. You're like, holy fuck, he'll break your
Yeah.
goddamn bones. Like,
Yeah, I'm
all
good
that
on
shit
that.
talking on Joe Rogan, like that disappeared real quick.
Yeah.
Heavily involved with the UFC.
Yeah.
But no, I still like the whole YouTube boxer. When's Keemstar get in the fucking ring?
Dude, never, bro. He's a
That.
pussy. He is a pussy.
Yeah, Keemstar not doing shit. My dog just released
Yeah.
a K-pop album. He
Yo,
not stepping in the ring.
What MLG
no
event
time
was he at where
soon.
he got in that fight and he was all like chasing that guy down? Do you remember that?
I
Like a
don't, dude.
UMG or MLG
Oh
event?
my god! I wish
And
I
he's
would
got that
known
clip
about
of him
that.
like he's all punching on some like really big dude who's like
Oh
big and
man.
like he's not a fighter. Like
King,
just-
what are you doing, bro? He gonna
just
shave your
chasing
damn
him.
beard, man. Sit the hell down somewhere, man.
yeah,
Bro.
I want to see Keemstar get in the ring. I don't care who it's with. Just
It needs
I
to be
want to see him get
Leafy.
in.
Like the match I've been waiting for years.
Mm.
Keemstar versus Leafy. Settle
Oh,
the beef after
shit.
this long, please.
Fucking Leafy, I don't know.
Dude, he came back out of nowhere. Did you see that?
Dude, I want to see.
I didn't know he was back.
He's
Really?
like coming back. He started like I don't know if he posted stuff, but he got off of all social media when he left, and now he's starting to post on social media again.
Mhm.
And it's like, uh-oh, here we go.
I thought he got banned. Or is that somebody else I'm
Uh,
thinking of?
Leafy doesn't get banned. He
Leafy
bans
doesn't
himself.
Oh.
I don't think-
Fucking Leafy. That dude was kind of cringe, but he had some funny videos. But he straight murdered us. Some of those poor kids he talked shit about. It's just like, dude, that's fucked up. Some of them like deserved it, but there are a couple of kids you're like, I think there's something like really wrong with him, bro. You should probably chill. That's kinda
Well,
fucked up.
Leafy's the one that did like the content cop shit, right? Or is that somebody else?
They are man.
I don't know what you would call what Leafy was
Yeah.
doing. He would just like find those cringy ass videos and then just like
Like,
Yeah.
react to them and
straight,
be a
straight
dick.
Yeah.
He'd
It's like-
react,
it's like
but he would
Nina
just roast
said.
them
It was like
in
Nina
that weird
said.
little voice and everything of his. It
Can
was
you
like,
even
what
do
the
that
fuck?
anymore with like the
Dick on
current
internet.
like YouTube like
Oh,
rules?
Hell no, they would fucking shut your shit down for.
Oh,
bullying
concept
probably
types
so
is
quick.
iDubbbz? Yeah, my bad. But like yeah, cause like the new like YouTube rules, you can't like bully other YouTubers or some shit. Like
It's because of Leafy and Keemstar. They're the reason that rule.
probably
Dude,
them and
Keemstar be
Critical.
bullying
Have
the
you ever
fuck
watched
out of
like
people.
Critical's
Oh,
shit on
yeah.
douche tubers and all that shit, bro? He goes hard.
I'm going to find out now. I'm gonna watch that shit. But I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Some good
Bro,
shit.
where the fuck did we go with this conversation? I don't even know where the fuck.
Dude,
we
we're
are now.
everywhere. This is good content,
talking-
bro.
This is
It's it keeps the conversation going. We went from asking these two about themselves to like talking about Keemstar wanting to fight people and Leafy bullying kids from fucking years ago.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, tell us a little bit about y'all, man. Y'all seem to be some vets, well established, and in the organization. Tell us a little bit about y'all.
You go, Chris.
Oh, dude.
Tell us about you, Chris. You're the man.
All right. I'm Chris. I go by Culture, bro, but like, I just like I made I I did I yeah shit. I managed the now defunct website that we had, AcaRaGaming.com, and I also played Call of Duty and a bunch of other shit. Made YouTube. I started in AcaRa when I was like 15. Some shit like that. I'm like 22 now.
I don't know. I'm saying damn too. You should have saw this fucker at 15. Like, what the fuck was I thinking?
That's true, bro. I was a wild motherfucker, but yeah, man. So I was like 15. Me and Nick want to kill each other sometimes, but that's the dynamic. But yeah, man. Pretty much that's about it, man. What about you, Nick?
My name's Nick.
Nice. Right on. Right on.
Hi, Nick.
I get that he's an open book. He's totally.
No, I made the team in 2010 with a couple of founding members who were, well, I was gonna say are no longer here. Like, they're alive, but those motherfuckers are in like different states doing some random shit. But
No
yeah,
longer
man,
with
we
us.
were made in 2010. We didn't really do anything though until like probably 2015. We had like 5 years where it's just like a 3-man group where we just do YouTube videos and like game battles and shit.
Oh, that's
And
lit.
then we started I don't know, I think we just did like a recruitment thing once. We're like, yo, what if we just try adding some more people to the team and building a community? And all of a sudden, I got Culture, got Matrix, got Native, and from
Yeah,
there
man.
we've had. I mean, we probably, I don't even know how many members we've had on this team at one point, man.
I mean,
it's
I
been
can
a lot.
imagine. I'm, quite interested as to, I looking at the Twitter page, of course, seeing, the page was created in like 2011, dude. I was just
Right.
insanely impressed to see 23,000 followers on that page.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure half those followers are dead though, because that shit can be like inactive sometimes. I go.
That might be true.
Well, that's the only thing I don't like during our heyday when we were actually like attending like events at like UMG and like the MLG days, like shit was popping. And then we went on like a little hiatus where like we were all in college and like doing stuff, and it just kind of stopped. And
Yeah.
when you stop on a team page, like
it halts.
It halts, and everybody that followed you, like, well, they're not posting, so like you kind of just become like obsolete.
It's very easy to lose your momentum.
And what happens is, yeah, you stop gaining followers because you're no longer producing fresh content, and those followers that were like there to begin with, they start going inactive and they start perishing. And we ended up having like this a hiatus, and then we came back and it was like, well, we got all these followers, but I think these motherfuckers are dead because we get no activity out of it.
Dude,
and that's just like the way it goes. It was almost like, it was kind of like, I kind of compare it to almost like Fear, like Moho and shit. Team Fear had everything going, and then like Moho decided that he wanted to just be his own fucking his own owner and not like involve anybody else on the team.
Which is like the biggest mistake he probably could have ever made.
Bro, I almost invested in fucking Team Fear at one point. Yeah, he's an idiot.
Yeah,
it
dude.
Feels like most of the following.
You saved me some money.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to.
No,
you're good.
But it feels like most of the following from AcaRa is more local now. Do you think it's because of the hiatus you guys took, or was
probably
it local?
Well, like there was at some points there were a lot of like, people from.
The question, dude.
He asked if like
it's more local. I feel like most of the following nowadays, correct me if I'm wrong, is more localized people.
Oh, without a doubt. Well,
before the hiatus, was it more of like everywhere, or was it always?
It was more everywhere because it was all Call of Duty based and Halo based. So with that comes like all the communities and all like the MLG and UMG. Yeah. And to answer your question, Chaotic, yeah, we did attend LocalHost because I'm the one that fucking started that shit for Smash at least. We were highly involved with LocalHost. So that's kind of what also brought AcaRa Gaming like back to life, and that was Smash, which I never would have thought that like somebody like me would be highly involved in like Smash Brothers, because like I said, we were nothing but Call of Duty, Halo, and when Titanfall was actually cool, that's like we got a lot of shit from Titanfall. But
Mm.
it all started with Joe Guy, like your Joe Guy. Without him, I don't even know like where we'd be at this point because I work with him. We had just joined like a new shop together, which is sticking to Denver, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey man, I know you're a gamer," and I was like, "Yes." I always saw him playing his fucking Pokemon like every single day, and I was like, "Dude, who the fuck is this kid? He just plays Pokemon at work like all." And we started talking about it, and he goes like, "Have you ever thought about like getting into Smash?" And I was like, "Fucking Smash? Like that shit's still alive?" Like, nah, not really. And then I started looking into Smash 4, and with Smash 4, he's like, "Dude, you should just check it out." So I ended up like going to a couple of the not ESF, For Glory up at
FGF,
GameWorks.
the GameWorks tournaments.
Went
Oh
to the
my
GameWorks
god,
tournaments.
those were the days.
I checked out the For Glory at GameWorks. He goes, "Dude, you should hit up like the two main guys for Colorado, Shu and Bang." Like Bang obviously was the number ones. Bang was smoking. He'd smoke Shu every goddamn night.
Was he the
So,
number one before Shu? I thought Shu was always the dominant one.
oh hell no! Smash 4, Shu couldn't fucking. You couldn't hold Bang's dick if you wanted
Really?
to. Smash 4, Bang literally dominant. Like the last year that I watched, Bang was outright the number one. Because even when I had them both on our team, I might have saw Shu beat him like twice in like a year for when I was watching them. But no, I ended up signing Shu first, and then I signed Bang right after. And then with Shu and Bang comes like all their supporters and followers. And then all of a sudden it's like, so I got all these Smash kids following us. And then LocalHost ended up like opening, and I'm like 5 minutes from LocalHost. So I was there before the doors open. I just kept going there and knocking on the door because from what I was always told was like, yo, like we like For Glory, but it's small. They don't really work with us. Blah blah blah. I was like, well, what about LocalHost? Or like, if you can find something at LocalHost, like make it happen, do whatever. And I was like, well, we'll see what goes on. Went to LocalHost. I was there for the grand opening. I was talking to all the people there, and then we end up making Elite Smash Fridays ESL,
Sorry
and
about
that
that.
ends up being like, as you know, like that's the most popular weekly here in the state. Like now now they're getting
Not
like
even close.
100 plus every single week for a Smash event.
You know what? You know what blows my mind about the whole ESF thing, man? It's like you made that shit, bro. You are the reason it fucking exists. And yet somehow like all the and I hate to like this podcast is gonna end up sounding like it's gonna be a reoccurring thing where we sound like we're shitting on Shu, but we're really not. But like everybody kinda like credits Shu with it and not like you.
Right.
Yeah, no. What?
But like I had the initial the initial what would you call it? Not rules, but I had the initial paperwork done for like what guaranteed what was going to happen at ESF. So when it came to like the pop bonuses for like the first 10 or 12 weeks that they did it, it's because I worked with them to do it. I pretty much set it up for every single Friday. All I did with Shu was I was like, yo, here's the terms that I've talked to him about. What do you think? Because I honestly valued Shu's opinion because he's one of the top players. And he came down and he goes, yeah, dude, that's good. I like the space, blah blah blah. We took our picture together. We had her on the wall, and it was done. That's what put like the LocalHost ESF in motion. Was just me going there from day one. I was having talks with everybody. I was getting behind the scene tours from the grand opening. Well, before the grand opening, but I was getting walked behind there. I knew like every single thing that was going on with with a LocalHost, and I worked out that term sheet for all the players, and we announced it. But I didn't announce it. It was more like I was like, "Shu, you're the bigger voice. Everybody knows you. They don't really know me. Like, announce that shit." And that's what happened. So I think since Shu announced it, that's where people might think that like he was the guy that mostly did it. But I don't know. I don't really care. It is what it is.
Yeah.
In the end, I think I did have a lot to do with it, but shit.
Like you might not have like had like much to do with it since, like obviously because of the whole like
Obviously not, because those motherfuckers can't get a minor or a major life dependent on. No, like it took them forever to even like throw that minor the monthlies for Smash, and then here you are guaranteeing a $2,500 pot and at that time you're barely getting 100 people to show up. Like you weren't even matching your weekly numbers, and it just never made sense. And now if you look at it like what's going on in March, we have that $10,000 major, and I'm telling you right now, a $10,000 Smash major. So you got 10,000 guaranteed. All right, it's really 12,500 because it's 10,000 guaranteed for singles, and then 2,500 guaranteed for doubles. Something like that. If you go to anywhere else, like Genesis 7, where you're getting hundreds, if not, what was Genesis like 500 plus? I guarantee you, we probably will not see 200 people here at a major that has $12,000 up for grabs.
That would be sad.
If you get 5 fucking like top pros, like pros aren't even gonna come out here to fucking snipe this event. You're gonna get a couple that do it.
You'll probably get your best nest. Probably.
You'll get your best nest. You'll get a couple guys. Maybe Stroder comes out.
You got Shoot, Bang is like.
But like you're not gonna get you're not getting your top pros that you're gonna see out there. I mean, I don't know, $10,000. Like I don't see why Sam Sora doesn't fly out for an easy fucking like 5K in his pocket.
Oh yeah.
They just don't know about it either. Like.
And they don't know because LocalHost doesn't fucking. They don't they didn't even make a simple press release. Dude, where you send a press release to all the teams, to all the vendors. Like they don't even do simple shit like that. And that's like business marketing like 101.
Their websites are so ass, dude. They're so like bold, and then their Twitter is just like, yeah, exactly, chaotic. Their LocalHost has no social media presence whatsoever, especially their Twitter, bro. It is so dead, man. They like promote they promote like ESF the morning of ESF. Like it's horrible. And I don't know, I feel like it's definitely a space that could like, I mean, obviously I live in Maryland, I've never fucking been there, but like I definitely like
it's one of the bigger spaces you'll ever be to for like for a local gaming event. Like think of like For Glory, if y'all went to like you went to it, Sage, obviously you know that.
Yeah,
you're playing in their little esports like lounge, which is like the size of like 3 rooms. It wasn't even
their esports lounge. At first, it was the party room.
The party room,
for like little kids, and then we like.
And that was the big room. Was like this fucking like the party room, which is like. On one side, you had all these fucking smelly ass Smash players who don't use deodorant. They're all fucking yelling, screaming.
And
on the other half, you got like a 10-year-old celebrating his birthday.
You have JFK spiking a controller, screaming "fuck" as loud as he can, just like interrupting Lil Mary's birthday party.
Hey, you can't say that now. Like, he actually posted something like a couple weeks ago where he's saying like, hey man, like I feel like everybody holds that against me. I'm trying to be it was kind of fucked up but kind of funny at the same time because I never knew about JFK until I watched like the Rage comps. So when I saw him in person, I was like, hey bro, you're JFK. You're that kid that was always spiking your fucking controller. And he's a little guy too, man. Like he's like 5'6" or some shit. He's a real small dude and he's fucking spiking shit. My thing is he spikes his controller, then he shakes his hand all nonchalant and he runs like this. Walks off. He's all right though. But no, you got LocalHost here, man. 14,000 square feet. It's huge, and it's all renovated, all new. So it used to be like an batting cages and shit.
Oh yeah,
it's so nice. You got you got a main stage on there. You have 107 computers, all up for grabs on one side. You got all these other like console setups on the other side, and you can't even sell out the venue. You can't even fill the venue halfway. It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. And then they run like
only for Smash, by the way. Because I know they do games like they do Pokemon now over Fortnite, and I don't know what else they do.
Apex.
They've done CS:GO. They had a CS:GO. All right, they had a CS:GO tournament, man. Like 10 teams showed up, and the pot was like $10,000.
Oh my god! So it's just every game. It's just no one shows up.
Well, in a game like CS, you're never gonna get a good amount of people out there for 10K, like ever.
No, right? But you can't even get like locals weren't even going to that shit. Like I don't even know. They had like 3 out-of-state teams show up.
Like, oh, dude, all they would have to do, right? Like they would have to like. Is it Summit based out of Colorado? Is it Summit?
Summit 1G or whatever his name is.
Yeah, bro, throw some money to Summit. Be like, hey, show up for this CS:GO event.
They tried. They fucking tried. Summit lives out in Colorado Springs.
Really?
So he's literally like an hour and a half away from Denver. Summit said, I'm guessing Summit said, I'm good. Like, I'm not going out. The biggest star I guess they have is like Luminosity Frosty, or the hell his name is, and he's not even like, he's not huge, he's not small by any means for Fortnite. But like it's just wild, man. Like they don't do enough on the marketing end, and that's kind of what ended up being like the downfall of me and LocalHost. It was like I was kind of like calling out the bullshit, and it was like, dude, like you guys have this great space, and then you're just not using it. And I feel bad because their social media guy, he's like the only motherfucker I kind of like out of that entire company. But it is what it is. They're using a lot of sponsorship money for these events, and that's going to end up being the downfall. Because it's just like any other business, man. You need an ROI, some kind of return on investment. If you ain't producing anything, eventually you're going to close down.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, LocalHost has enough backing to where I think they could survive for a few years, for all I know. But eventually, you're gonna you got to produce something, man. You can't just be giving money away, and it's mostly your fault. Like something's got to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. I like the venue. I think it's good for Colorado having a nice venue like this. But I just wish they would, I don't know, have taken more serious as the answers. I'm sure those guys do try with their job, but they got to try something different. I mean, look at Smash alone. How many TOs have we had? Fuck, we've had like 5 fucking TOs.
We've gone through so many.
Started with Forrest when he was on my team. Forrest was gone after like 2 weeks. We had what's the one kid from Utah?
Did we have Metal Rens at one point too?
Yeah.
We had Metal Rens. The homie event. Some shit happened with Metal Rens. And he I'll give Metal Rens props, man. He was the most savage motherfucker out of everybody. He just straight up told them how fucking dumb they were. But he ended up having some of his own issues. You had that Garrett kid who's up in Akihabara now. He was there. Now you got Jay-Sean back, and whoever the hell the girl is that helps him, I forgot her name. It's wild. And I feel for the TOs because I saw kind of how the shit went, man. Like they had it rough. They were leaned on heavily to make those things work. And it was like there was hardly any compensation at the time that I'm talking about. Like, I don't know about now. They could have a contract for all I know. But at the time, your tournament organizers, you were literally leaning on them to produce every single part of those events. It's like eventually, like, dude, like this is your fucking gaming arena. They're just trying to run a Smash event. They shouldn't be like having to talk to you about production and marketing and your website.
And like relying on like that Parker kid to like stream every tournament. Like that should be a LocalHost tournament. They should have like the production to sit there and not.
And they were
like,
supposed to. They always made it seem like they were going to have it, but if Parker's not there, and which he hasn't been there a few times, like there is no production value if he's not there.
Yeah.
So like Colorado has a lot to thank for Parker, because Parker, if it wasn't for him, you might never see a fucking stream of like your weekly ESFs, because God knows they don't have anything going on for them.
Yeah.
And that's just weird to say because they have so much funding, but like, hey,
they don't know, they're not doing anything good with their money. It's eventually gonna fuck them over. But
eventually, rich guys go, you know what? Like, yeah, is this really killing me? Nah, but I ain't gaining nothing from it. I'll go throw my $1 million or $2 million into something else. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know,
turn some kind of profit.
Yeah, it's like why am I throwing away millions? Because you know you got LocalHost Philly, and their whole plot was they were planning on opening like another like 10 locations throughout the U.S. That's all cool and all, but like I don't see it, man. I wish I could have their. I wish I could just break down the money, man. So
I'm almost curious as to like why Denver. Like I know that's a huge city, like growing, you know, economy, whatnot. But like they're based in Philadelphia. Like why branch all the way out to Denver? Why not be like Pittsburgh? You know, like you know what I mean?
With that stoner market.
Yeah, I think our economy just never, even when we had like a little bit of the recession back like before 2008, Denver never really got fucking smoked like a lot of these other cities did. So we never had to like play catch up as much. So our economy's, you know, if you live in Denver, you know what the housing market's like now. It's fucking ludicrous. We're talking like California, New York prices now. So I think just the economy, And it's a pretty decent location. So you have DIA. We're like the 6th largest airport in the entire world. So it's an easy hub to get to.
Yeah, that's like the problem with where I live. You'll never see anything out here because it's just like too far away from an airport or some shit like that. Like,
yeah. But that's the gist on LocalHost, dude. Me and AcaRa. You know, I'm still trying to catch up on the recruitment. If anyone's fucking in here ready to like fucking bring the torches and burn down my shit, I know I got a lot of emails to reply to. I had one kid like, why the fuck did I even email you? It's like, dude, damn, messages like if you're like 87, like calm the fuck down.
So what the fuck did I even message?
And a guy, he was pissed, and I've experienced that before. So
that's
like,
funny as fuck.
Funny, it was funny. Like I think I was like in my bed. I've been sick. Like I've been fucking sick the last few days.
This is the first day Nick hasn't had the coronavirus, so it's all good.
I'm just in bed with my phone. I'm like, what's this problem? Why the fuck did I even email you? He's like, oh god, kid, I don't fucking know. God, find a different team. Leave me alone.
just fucking reply, GG.
I'm fucking trying. I swear.
Oh my god.
And I was telling half these kids, I was like, I'm not like, even when I end recruitment, like I'm still gonna like anyone that messaged me, I'm still gonna contact you at some point and let you know like what's going on. Like just because I end it and you haven't got an email, like it doesn't mean I cut you off. Like just bear with me. I'm trying. I kind of underestimated like the amount of emails I was gonna get, and it really fucked me bad because I was like, holy shit. Because like I don't know about you guys, like check on Twitter, you have like your DMs or your messages, and then you have that section of like message requests, and I didn't even know about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
So then I went, so, like I wasn't even paying attention, bro. I never even thought about clicking on that, and then I went to message requests, and I was like, holy shit. I feel bad because there's
Imagine you just go through
There's
that.
probably some old.
I feel bad, man.
What if you like go back far enough, you find like a few like somebody who's like now a giant YouTube star, and you're like, fuck.
I'm scared to do that.
Message
Message
them back. Hey, we are still recruiting.
I think I did that with one fool. I was like, hey man, sorry I got you this late. It was like fucking 10 months late.
Oh no.
Shit.
Oh my god.
You know, like when you see those texts and they're like, hey, wanna go get something? And like the guy replies like 3 years later, like, no.
Sorry,
like,
I was in the
it's
shower.
like, why? It's like, oh, it's been 3 years. Why is this message back? Like, that's kind of what happened.
I was good without it. That's funny.
Yeah, I felt kind of bad. So I was trying to get to like everyone that messaged in the last couple of weeks. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Didn't see your message.
That's hilarious. Well, I mean, honestly though, like if people are really, like if you were that dedicated to actually want to join, skip the DM part, look at the damn tweets, and join the Discord. That's your best bet.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck a DM. Like join the Discord and like take it from there.
Everybody sees that shit. And that's like why I tell people now is like if you mess Discord, I have like 6 other admins and fucking like 15 other members that are gonna say something. Like,
yeah,
if you don't get the answer from me, someone's damn well gonna answer you back. Like, beautiful culture, someone's gonna get back to you.
Oh, dude, and like I'm a testament to that, man. Fucking, I can check my DMs. I was messaging y'all like almost a year ago.
Oh shit!
Wait, oh shit! Really? I didn't know this. I wasn't aware of this. Nick, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, hold on. I'll pull up the DM.
Oh shit, yo! Oh shit!
Look what you're doing.
There it is.
Where's my web coordinators? Damn it! I thought I hired some other people for this shit. 4/19. April of 2019, I sent y'all a message about Apex. Y'all got back with me fairly quick on the 18th, and then I never heard back after that. So when I saw
Nick,
the tweet saying join the Discord, I was like, oh, y'all done fucked up. I'm in this bitch. You gonna hear me? You gonna hear me?
That's why he was so like gung ho about like guys. What's happening? Let me know. He was not letting you breathe.
God, bro. Committed, bro. Absolutely committed. Damn, bro. That's dedication.
That's so funny.
Gotta love it. Gotta love the dedication. I'm happy you came back and sent another message.
Oh, dude, I'm always keep my eye out, bro. Cause like I spend so much time at work not doing anything, bro. That like, when I was streaming and stuff like that, all I did was try to look for someone to kind of partner with, an organization to partner with, and I actually found y'all on a recruiting website. And then I found y'all's Twitter page from there, and it was like 4 or 5, like Immortal Knights was on there, like a few other ones, and yeah, of like the 4 or 5 that I did send, y'all were actually the only one to respond. And then
hey.
yeah, so
we came back, man. We're back.
But
a
you
year
know
later.
what I mean? Like I keep my eye out on things. You know what I mean? Like I followed some of y'all's people. I followed some of the Immortal people.
Right.
And like I kind of saw like, you know what I mean, from what activity there was, like how you conducted yourself online. You out here wilding and just talking sideways. Like, all right, I'm kind of glad you didn't respond. You know what I mean? But like, if I can see that you professional and like as a streamer, I can join you and like you blow up, I blow up. Like that's a win-win. Like that's what actually attracted me to like to continue actually pursuing it.
Well, and that's like the whole point. What we're trying to do now, man. It's like I don't want to say it's like a rebrand because we're not switching everything up, but we're trying to change a lot of shit. We're trying to change the culture in AcaRa. The player and the actual culture.
wait, what? wait a second.
But we are trying to
We're changing you, bro.
we got a lot of good guys on this team that have stuck around, and it's kind of like, dude, it almost like we were just like wasting a shit ton of potential. It's like I know who we have here. We got a lot of people to build on something, and we finally just had like a little meetings. Like, dude, are y'all like, you guys want to take this shit serious or what's the deal? Because if not, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool with just saying like, hey, it was a good run. We were around for 10 fucking years.
Yeah, that's something I'm proud of, though.
And but I'm proud of like the guys I have on this team because everybody was like, yo, like, let's fucking do it. Let's get it going. And I was like, all right, if y'all are committed, and that's what I had to make sure. I had to make sure my guys were committed because if not, I don't want to put no money or effort into it. And everyone in the Discord's like, nah, dude, like, we're down. What do you need us to do? And it's like, fuck, all right, let's roll with it.
Always nice to have a team like that.
Nick, I've been here since I was 15, bro. You think I was like, just like, fuck it?
I'm out later, boys.
Well, actually,
okay, a couple times, but like we don't talk.
I failed high school for this shit. I ain't going.
I was like, didn't you say fucking a couple times, and then I had to fucking pull you in Call of Duty just to like remind you what the hell happened?
I think I might have said fuck it once. I don't think like the couple times is true. I think like one time I said fuck it. I think the other times just kind of like drifted off.
this dude said fuck it. Then he's like, he challenged me, and I had to like fucking whoop that ass real quick in front of everybody. ain't that right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Shut
right.
up, bud.
Yeah, go right. But no, that's the whole point of this team. Like, once we got everybody on board, it's like, well, then let's find some like-minded individuals. Let's run a recruitment, and let's see where we can go from there. And like I said, the amount of messages I've got just through DMs, my personal, the team, even emails. I gotta make sure I always check the emails because people be sneaking fucking emails in. It's like shit.
Oh, I did that.
We fucking. Well, I haven't got back to like shit for emails.
And he emailed you, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm down though, man.
He was dedicated.
Dude, I knew he was dedicated when like he joined the fucking Discord. And I had never seen a more positive guy. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this motherfucker's positive.
Yeah.
That's what I was like, that's what we fucking need. I was like, he's committed, positive, and he wants the game and do some fucking work. Like, let's go. That's all I asked for on that shit, man. Because like at that point it's like, well, fuck. Let's build something. I got your back. You already got mine, so let's do it.
Exactly.
And that's how you gotta get it going. And I think that's the mistakes that like some of these other orgs are making. They're not really, if they're committed, the people they're bringing on aren't, and maybe it's vice versa. People are joining these teams thinking that like
to just have numbers, man. Some people just flood their Discord and just pat their joint with numbers, and I mean, eventually you have to see, quality over quantity.
Right.
You can have 1,000 people repping you, but like if they on Twitter and Instagram calling people trash and tell them that they suck. I'd rather have 10 dudes that are on Twitter, you know what I mean, promoting us good and making us look good. I'd rather have
Right.
You don't want to meet Android.
Android's an exception to that rule because he's still dead ass loyal. You might hurt someone's feelings.
Well, see, now like the thing, like she yelling about out there. But I lost my train of thought.
Hey, before I just want to jump in real quick. I actually had two things I wanted to ask. The first one is, when Shu left AcaRa, was that how big of a hit was that to like how
to morale?
Yeah, and just like, were you guys gonna keep it going? Because I know that was a big.
Yeah, that's a funny story.
Oh no.
So like, it wasn't a big hit because in my back of my mind, I always thought it was gonna happen at some point. The way he did it was kind of savage because he kind of like old school teacher Shu was kind of. We have on the podcast, so we did. What episode was that? Like fucking 2 or some shit?
No, like maybe like 4. Because
okay,
it was
it was episode 4.
Yeah.
We have on the podcast, we announced him as like the number ones. The PR just come out. He's like the number one.
Oh no.
He contacts me like the next morning and he's like, hey man, like Armada's been hitting me up, blah blah blah. I don't really want to join him though. I'm gonna stick with you. And in my head I was like, oh shit, he's leaving. But so what's he do is he sends me like his entire player contract. This is kind of fucking some shady shit. Gotta keep it on the DL. Cause I swear to God, he sends me like all the contract information. They already had a contract written out. He didn't tell me this, of course. He's like, yeah, I saw what they were offering. It ain't shit. Like there ain't nothing really to it. And I read it. I was like, yeah, there really isn't anything to this contract. They give you an extra fucking case of energy drinks. Like, what do you want? Red Bull? I'll buy you it. Like, what the fuck you want?
I'll UPS you a thing of Red Bull.
I'm not even trying to throw shade at them. That's kind of like what it was. There was like at no point, because the thing with me is I didn't have him under contract because I never really thought like I was like, oh, if he leaves, he leaves. Like this is Smash. I'm like it's not my thing. Like just him being on this team's helping me out. I'm getting a lot more followers from Colorado. Yada yada yada. But you know, I'm not really gaining anything out because he's not placing in any like money range. So it's not like I'm pulling like what usual orgs would do is like if you sign a player, they pay for your entry, your registration, yada yada. Some do airfares, some do hotels, some don't, whatever it is. And then based off what they pay for you per event, they say, okay, well, once you get into the money and start making money, you're going to pay us back 15%. And that's going to be like our money that we make off you. And like that pretty much pays for all that shit. Well, at that point, like he's not making any money placement. So it's like, I'm not going to like, I don't need a contract because you're not even making any money. Like, yeah, you're making money at like the LocalHost and like your weeklies, but I mean, you pay for that shit out of pocket. I'm not paying for it. So it's no point me having a contract. So when I'm looking at the contract that they wrote out for him, it's literally like the same thing. Hey, 15%, we pay for registration, entries, blah, blah, blah. We give you a hoodie and a jersey and a 24 pack of some bullshit fucking energy drink that's not even around anymore. Cool. I was like, well, all right, bro, like name your drink. I'll buy you a fucking case of energy drinks,
bro, get him
and send you a hoodie tonight. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is you want. And he thought that was kind of funny. And in the end, like Armada, when it comes to Smash, is bigger than I could ever really think at this time. They have Best Nest. Miran's gone now. He left them. But you have like, I don't even know if Banana Boy is a good Smash player. He's got 100,000 on YouTube. But either way, he stayed there because of the name and like the players they had associated. I didn't really think anything of it. He kind of did it in a little bit of a scumbag way, but I wasn't sad over it, like by any means. Well, and it really didn't affect the morale because right after he fucking left, like that kind of like motivated Bang. And the very next weekly, Bang whooped that ass so fucking bad on stream on the grand finals. And like that's where Bang has like his well-known like after match, his post-match speech. And like all the Armada people are in this chat because Shu had just joined with his first weekly of Armada, and Bang's just fucking shit talking Shu.
Shit talking Armada.
Shit
Oh,
talking
no.
Armada. Armada's like motto is like for the fleet.
He was like,
yeah, he's like, fuck Armada. Like he's like for my dick or for my
no,
balls.
no,
or
he
some
said,
shit.
no, he said for the
For my-
fleet, more like for my cock.
For my cock. I'm just in there, just like, holy shit. I was like, this dude's fucking savage. And in my mindset, and like, Joe's our FGC manager, and he'd always told me, like, I knew some Smash Boys, like, dude, like, Bang's the play. Like, he is the guy. He just, Bang was at, Division I football. He was a football player going to school. He'd whoop your ass all summer long, and like, into like all winter and summer long, and then like he'd disappear for football. And that was the whole thing of him.
That's how it went.
He's graduated now, man. He's graduated. Football's done.
Is he going to the combine, bro?
He's not. I don't. He ain't going to the combine. They don't even know Wes Welker's out there.
I don't think he would have
safe.
chose the Super Bowl tonight. Just saying.
Yeah, bro.
He's safe, but no, like the play for me was always Bang. I wanted Shu, and that's not. I'm not even throwing shade at Shu. Shu's fucking nasty. He's a really good representative of Colorado for Smash. But the play from the beginning was always Bang, because deep down we always think we think that Bang's number one in Colorado. He's a little rusty right now, but if you look at him, he's rusty and he's still getting top 3 at fucking ESF. He got third this last Friday. Give him a couple more weeks. I think everyone's gonna notice that, like, Bang's the move. Even when Bang came back, he won like his first ESF back or his second ESF back. Because he beat him with Falco or whatever. And what's Shu
or something? I don't know.
Yeah, and Shu posts like on Twitter that same night, well, back to number 2. Like, Bang is in this kid's head so fucking much. He doesn't play for months, comes back, beats him in like his first weekly, and Shu's first thought to post is, well, back to number 2. It's like, bro, you've been fucking smoking Colorado. Like, where's your confidence?
And we've talked about this before on the podcast, but Shu has a tell, man. And like Sage, you've played around them, so you might even notice it. But you can tell whenever Shu's gonna lose, because he goes from like kind of like laughing and like having a good time to like
he goes
full
like,
panic
to his main, and he's just not playing well.
Yeah,
like, you can tell. It's
the
like
emotional breakdowns are fucking.
It's
real.
never like halfway through. It's never halfway through the game. It's always like right at the beginning. You know he's gonna lose.
He gets flustered.
If he wins like the first game and he's having a good time, then you're not beating Shu. But if you beat Shu game 1 and he's just like, oh shit, you're winning the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
you're in his head, no doubt. And New Mexico found that shit out when they came out for that one minor.
Oh yeah,
that was the biggest breakdown I've ever fucking seen. Like, don't get me wrong, Bang and Shu both lost to those guys, but like when Shu lost, I actually felt hella sad, man. Like, I've never seen Shu rage, and that fucker was throwing his controller. And it was so savage.
Then like AZ and them took a picture with his controller at the fucking like podium,
he threw
bro.
His controller, and then he like immediately got outside, and like everyone from Colorado's outside, and LocalHost has their banner, and New Mexico's taking these like victory photos. And in the one photo, you see Fahrenheit, and I'm like, "What's Fahrenheit got?" And he's got Shu's fucking controller. Like they're using it as a prop.
No.
I never knew that until like I looked up. I was like, "Dude, those savage motherfuckers! Like they took his controller and used it as a fucking trophy for their event win." And then they went and got tacos afterwards, and they're like, "We're the best fucking tacos
with
we ever
Nick's
had
money."
in Colorado. With my money, they fucking robbed my ass because I bet on both my players to win. And of course, I'm confident as a motherfucker. Like, I know AZ is good. I knew Fahrenheit was good, but I was like, nah, Shu and Bang, they got him. I'm all betting, like, there's a whole pack of these goons, man. There's like 6 of them. And they're like, who wants the money, man? Or who wants to put money down? I was like, who you got? Yeah, I got Fahrenheit. I was like, fuck, easy money. What do you want to bet? I swear, I got a line of them lining up in front of me. They're like, $10. I'm like, next. $5 next, $10 next. I had to go and like break $100 bills up front because they were just smoking me so bad on that. It was fucked.
So what I've learned tonight is that you're not very good at making bets and picking who's gonna win.
Dude,
yeah,
you're telling me.
It's
Smash,
not.
I got fucked. They fucking killed me in Smash, and yeah,
Mm.
It hasn't been a good time.
Oh, and then I wanted to go back to my second question. I was gonna ask. So you said you were talking about how you wanted to start more stuff and kind of like revive. I don't know, revive's the right word, but
Yeah,
like
that's a good word.
Start doing stuff with AcaRa. Would you ever start doing like online tournaments or? And I like recommended it earlier when you were like asking that. I said you could do like a speed run type because I know they have like entire ass events for like Mario 64 speedrunners just race each other.
Right.
And I know that's like a big thing, and I'm sure there's like a market for that.
So we're definitely reviving the AcaRa events page. It's AcaRa_Nation. That's going to be our events page. Mind you, we also are like rebranding the entire website because we were going to throw it away, but I was like, nah, if we're going to start hosting events again and tournaments, like we need a solid website. So Discord and our website are going to be pretty crucial for that. But no, we're going to start doing leagues and tournaments, and we're going to be doing it like on multiple titles, leagues, tournaments. I'm talking Call of Duty, fucking R6, Gears, down to like Joe wants to do Pokemon events. And I was like, there's a fucking
There's a
if
huge
there's
shit
if
for
there's
that.
a
Oh my
if there's people
God.
that want to play, we're gonna try everything once or twice. We're gonna do some trials. We're gonna see what works, where we have like the demand for, and we're gonna go from that.
And with
And like,
Pokemon, you could do like online tournaments.
no
A
doubt,
frame data game. It's just you pick your move and you go. So
no doubt. No, we're gonna be I'm gonna be throwing some money in towards that for sure. We're
oh
gonna
yeah.
get something going. So it's
I've
been a
always had
minute.
faith. I've always had faith in AcaRa. Like I never really was like into the sports until like last year recently, and I remember AcaRa Tusk.
Oh,
I know I've seen your ass, fool. I saw you at
Dude,
ESF a couple times.
I did see you once, but
I was like, have I seen you? And I was
um
like, you were with AcaRa Tusk. Yeah, I've seen your ass.
but I remember he was like, "Yo, I'm on AcaRa." Really? I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And then I met his brother Joe, and I learned more about it. And I'm like, "Dang, this shit's legit. I have faith in it." Because Colorado has nothing. Now it has this. It's going to make it big.
Bro, I
And
love
I'm-
AcaRa Tusk. He's the funniest little fucker, man. I
He's so
swear.
fucking funny.
First time I ever hung out with him was when we went to eat 2 years ago. Was with
Oh.
like AcaRa Tusk, and Joe's like, "Yeah, I'll bring my little brother with us." I was like, "All right, is he cool?" "Yeah, he's cool." I was like, "All right, fuck it."
Oh my
And
goodness.
homeboy, all right, we go to like the first day, so we're there Friday night, or is it Saturday night? One of those nights. We go to the venue, and he's hungry, and he's like, "Man, I'm fucking hungry." I was like, "Yo, Tuss, don't eat no food here, dude. It's like it's a fucking food court, bro. Don't do it. We'll get some dinner after the shit goes." He doesn't listen. He goes and eats at like one of the fucking funky ass Chinese restaurants there.
Wait, was this at Wait, where is this? Is this at?
This is Evo in Vegas.
Yeah, no, you told me this story.
This is
Steve.
Evo in Vegas,
I
bro.
love this story.
He sits there and goes, and he gets like Chinese food, man, and like, mind you, we all heard our flights were canceled. It was like a rough fucking travel day. He goes and eats. I hold off. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna wait till I get back to like the hotel. I go.
I love this story so much.
We go back. We end up losing Tusk anyway. Joe, being the awesome big brother, is like, he's with my cousin Samuel. Samuel's like 2 years younger than he is. We just leave their asses at the venue. This is
Fuck it.
Vegas, mind you. This isn't like going to
Yeah, no,
LocalHost.
this is fucking. Oh.
They're at Mandalay Bay. We're like fucking 3 miles away at like Bally's. Like it makes no sense like why we left him. Whatever. They ended up getting back safe. But like I ended up going back to the room. I'm fucking dead. I'm ready to crash. Joe's fucking wilding. He ends up going out on the Smash guys and gets fucked up.
Oh no.
And he goes
F to Nino.
R.I.P.
He's gone.
Gibby
He
join
ends
back.
up like Joe goes and parties, gets fucking wild. I'm literally at the fucking I'm at the hotel room, and I hear Joe come in the room, and I'm like, bro, what fucking time is he? He's like, dude, it's like 2 a.m. I'm fucking faded. I was like, all right, right on, cool. I hear I hear some like throwing up, and I'm like, oh man, Joe must be really fucked up. Oh well, I'm tired. I'm going back to bed. We work early in the morning, so like I'm waking up at like 4 a.m, like just chilling 5. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go and like take a shower. I'm gonna go get me a coffee, go down to the sports book and see what's popping. I walk in the bathroom, dude, and it's like a fucking like, like The Exorcist when that bitch is like spinning her head around, like throwing up all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, I walk in this bathroom and there's fucking throw up everywhere. And I'm talking like on the ceiling, on the fucking wall. Every wall had throw up on it in some form. I'm like, what the fuck? And I
That's
go,
disgusting.
Joe, what the fuck, man? Like, you were literally like sober enough to talk to me. He's like, I didn't throw up, bro. I was like, yeah, you did. I was like, who else would throw up? You went and got fucked up down on the strip. And then I hear like Tusk like, bro, that might have been me. And so then I'm like, wait, did he like get in my booze? We went and bought some booze. I was like, some motherfucker started drinking our booze in the middle of the night. Oh, I didn't drink. It's that Chinese food I fucking had, man. It fucked me up.
God damn it, Tusk.
I was
No,
like, wait.
I'm just listening to this. I can't fucking.
He's like, it fucked me up. I was like, so you weren't drunk? He goes, no. I was like, so then how the fuck did you throw up all over the bathroom? Dude, he threw up. I'm talking on the ceiling, dude.
I know.
On the fucking ceiling. I
On
looked
the
up,
ceiling? Wait,
like,
on the ceiling?
I'm
How
not
do you
making
do
this
that,
up.
bro?
I'm not making it up. I swear to fucking God, bro. I walk in there and it's the whole bathroom reeks. Like I'm gagging.
Sprinkler, bro.
The
He's like,
fucking room service guys knocking out our door at like 6 in the morning. I'm like, oh fuck, like what do we do, bro? Like I feel kind of bad having this guy come in there. So I started like acting like his dad. I was like, Tusk, get your ass in here and start fucking cleaning up this bathroom, bro. And I was like, how'd you throw up on the ceiling? He's like, oh, I don't know, man. Like I just couldn't make it to the toilet. I was like,
What
so
do
you
you
weren't
mean,
drunk.
bro?
And I was like, it was just, oh, it's fucked up. But Tusk he's the homie, man. I love that kid. He's funny, but my first experience going to Vegas with that kid was a little rowdy.
Yeah, I love that fucking story.
He was,
That's great.
he was fucked up.
God damn.
He was fucked up.
Yeah, no. I know now. Or
Apex
I know,
for sure. We're definitely gonna do some Apex tournament.
I know now. You know how he is. I don't know how long he's had his long hair, but I've only had long. Like a few weeks ago, he showed me an old stream when FGF was like first starting, when he had short hair. That bitch was short. I couldn't even tell that was. It was actually crazy. Yeah.
You got fucking Joe looking like Troy Polamalu out there with his fucking hair, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, why don't you just act like you're Troy Polamalu for fucking like Halloween? Should I? I was like, you just need a goddamn jersey and a bottle of fucking like Old Spice or Head and Shoulders.
Head and Shoulders, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, that's all you need. He looks just like
It's yeah.
No, those two are wild. Like that whole family's wild. Their dad's wild.
I love their dad. He's so
Their dad's funny as shit. They were trying to get me to go to Vegas last year, and his dad was like, "Yeah, I was bummed you didn't go." And then his dad started telling me all these stories. I was like, "Fuck,
You
guys
should have
are
went.
fucking wild." Oh, I should have went. He's like, "Yeah, some prostitutes rolled up on us in the car." I was like,
What?
I was like, "Prostitutes?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Bullshit." And then, but Joe had told me that same story. And his dad's like, "Yeah, I told him to show me their tits." So they whipped out the tits, but they wanted $150 a piece. I was like, "Oh my god, what the?"
Oh my
fuck?
god, bro.
He's like, his dad was wild. He's funny as shit. But that whole
Oh
family's
my-
pretty cool.
Oh,
They're all
God
dope.
damn it.
No, we got
shit.
some wild motherfuckers on this team, no doubt.
So,
Like,
so Nick, can we finally, since like I don't have a good get cultured for tonight, can we get
Oh,
cultured with
no,
AcaRa
no.
Warlord? Eddie, can you finally tell us the story of your altercation with the Denver Police Department?
Wait, what? Oh, not
dude, what the fuck?
we gotta go into this now.
I don't think we need no more.
No, yeah, we do. We do. One
No,
last story.
what?
One last
No.
story to end the night,
No,
to end the
no,
podcast, bro.
Nobody wants to.
No,
nobody
everybody
in the
wants to hear
chat
it.
wants to hear
Everybody
that.
wants to hear it,
Hold
bro.
up, no one in the
Story.
chat.
Nobody wants to hear that shit. They're like, we've rambled on.
I think
Oh,
someone wants
this
to hear
kid.
it, bro. Someone wants to hear it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
Gibby's got my back.
No,
Gibby knows he doesn't want to hear
fuck
the story.
Gibby.
Getting arrested.
Fuck Gibby.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck
bro.
Gibby. Come on, bro. Just sum it up. You don't have to go into crazy detail. Just sum it up, bro. You gotta tell the
Okay,
good
I'll-
parts.
It's so dumb. Okay. So I'd like to first start this with I've never been like really in trouble with the law. You know, like, I've had some bullshit happen before, like some fights downtown, but like never like to the point where I'm the like one getting arrested. I got into an argument with my dad, my pops. We're both loud, boisterous dudes. But we had some like new Asian neighbors that just came in, and I think they thought that we were about to like fucking throw down and like kill each other. So like we were, my dad's loud, I'm fucking loud, everybody knows it, whatever. But anyway, we're fucking going at it, we're yelling, and I'm pretty much like, fuck you, the typical like asshole kid, fuck you, dad, I'm out of here type shit. Anyway, I'm packing my bags. My plan is,
Wait, how old were you when this was happening?
early 20s, man. What
Okay.
would it have been like? I'm 20. I was definitely at least 21 because I was going up to CSU to party. I was like, fuck it. I got homies up at CSU. I'll just go up to Colorado State and just hang out for the weekend. No biggie. So I'm packing my bags. It takes me a little bit, By this point, me and my dad are over it because that's just how we are. It's like, fuck you. All right, fuck you too. All right, see you later. Bye. So I'm packing my bags. I go outside, throw everything in my car. I take off. I'm going to CSU. I go, fuck. I need some, like, I didn't have enough money in my my wallet. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go back. I'm a cash guy. So I was like, I'm gonna go back, grab a couple $100, then go up. I go back. I park my car on the street with the light. My car is running. It's on the offside of the street, whatever. As I'm getting ready to get out, fucking cop car comes flying up my street. And I'm like, what the fuck? What an asshole. It's typical shit like that. I guess doing was fuck. He's gonna hit me. He pulls in front of my car, shines both his little spotlights on me, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Like, hello? Because at this point, it's been like a little bit like I'm not even thinking about like what I did with my dad. Like we're just each other. I sit there and he's flashing this shit, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck's this guy's problem? What an asshole. He gets out of his car and he shot. This guy was a real douchebag because he pulls out. The spotlights are already in my face. He pulls out his flashlight and he's still shining that shit in my face. He goes, hey, what's up, man? I go, what the fuck? Like, nothing? Can I help you? And he goes, yeah, why don't you get out of the car and put your hands behind your back? Dude, it caught me off guard. I was like, the fuck? So I was like, I don't know about that, man. I guess that's my first mistake. I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. And he's like, nah, I need you to get out of the fucking car. And I was like, for fucking what? He goes, well, who are you? And I was like, Nick Cummins? Like, what are you fucking doing here? This is my house? He goes, whose fucking car is this? I was like, are you stupid? I was like, it's my car. It's like, you can't be this dumb. Like, you're fucking dumb. Like, hello? And he goes, oh, that's cool. Well, anyway, put your fucking hands behind your back and turn around. And like, I don't even say anything at this point. And I just look. At this point, I'm like, I'm getting kind of mad. I look at my front door. So I'm facing this way. My door is like this way. I turn around to look like, mom, dad, is anyone gonna like come out here and say some shit? As I start to look back, homeboy goes and clocks me in the back of the fucking head. The cop fucking punched me in the back of the head. Well, technically, like the side of the head, but right here, fucking smokes my ass because I'm not even paying attention. Drops me, and I'm like, I'm not wrestling really, but I'm pissed off. He jumps on me, goes, stop resisting arrest. Like, bro, he knocked my ass out. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. So he punched me. He jumps on. He's a little like, all right, he's a little dude. I honestly feel like I could have fucking broke his goddamn neck. Like he was a tiny dude, but he got one of the cuffs on my breast. I was like, all right, whatever, dude, fuck it. So here I am, like laying. I got like my fucking ass hanging out because my pants were falling down, so my belt wasn't buckled. And I looked like straight white trash, dude. Like I'm on my sidewalk, and this guy's like, yeah, you shouldn't have resisted arrest. I was like, the fuck are you talking about, man? My dad. This is the funniest part. My dad opens up like our security door, and my dad's like, no shirt on, no fucking pants on, like,
Jesus
dude, it was
Christ.
like we belonged on like cops. Dude, my dad looked like white trash. I looked like white trash at this moment. My dad's like in his boxers. What the fuck y'all doing to my kid? And like straight like white trash. And so like by then all this backup's coming on. There's like 3 or 4 cop cars. They're trying to get my dad to come outside. My dad's calling them cocksuckers and closes the door. That's the last I see of my parents like that entire time. At that point, I'm like outside my house for like 40 minutes, handcuffed in the back of a cruiser. They take me down. They take me down to like this the Evans and Federal location. and they handcuffed me to a bench. I'm at this bench for fucking like 3 hours, bro. Homeboy comes with a little camera, and he starts recording me. He goes, "Hey man, so state your name," and I'm like, "All right, Nick Cummins. So what you do back there?" "Nothing." "Oh well, our cop says you resisted arrest and blah blah blah." I was like, "Nah, your cop fucking punched me in the face when I wasn't looking." He turns the camera off. And he goes, "Well, you want to admit to what you did or not?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't know what the fuck you are, like what I did." So he goes, "All right, we'll play that game." So I'm handcuffed to that bench for like another hour. I'm just sitting there chilling. At this point, I know my night's already over. So then I get transferred to another station to go pick up some guy. I'm in the back of like the paddy wagon dog. Like I'm just chilling there. I got some drunk ass like Native American guy next to me. "Hey, what are you in here for?" I was like, "I don't know. What are you here for?" "I was fucked up on federal." I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." We go and pick up another guy off of off the university and like I-25 location. And this one kind of scared me because the wagon has like a men's side and a women's side. They didn't want to put this guy on our side because you could hear him like headbutting the fucking like side of the truck and shit. He was all screaming.
What the fuck?
And mind you, I'm totally sober, so like this whole fucking thing's just hitting me. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like I didn't even do anything. This guy's smacking his head. When we get out of the wagon, I see him. He's got like blood on his face. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
What the
So then we're downtown at this point. They put me into like the little holding cell with all the other fucking degens and losers that got arrested. I have this like black guy sitting next to me, and he's like fucking jacked, and he's like, "Yo, they all want to know what you're in for," because I'm like, I looked way out of place, I guess. And he's like, "What are you here for?" I was like, "I don't know. Some cop punched me in my front yard." "What are you here for?" "Oh, SWAT came to my house and they fucking kicked in my door. Hey, that's my brother over there. His brother's in booking or whatever." Dude, it was just fucked up. But I ended up getting like,
God.
I was in that holding cell for fucking, I swear, like another 3-4 hours in the holding cell. Anyway, I ended up getting put in a jail cell. I'm with some other kid who's from. It's funny. I was going to CSU and he was from CSU, so he's like, "Yeah, man." I'm on the bottom. I'm on the bottom bunk. He's on the top, and he's just fucking going at it, yelling, screaming, blah blah blah. But end of the story is they supposedly lost my paperwork because, well, there really was no offense that I committed. But I was home free. My mom bailed me out like later that night or later that morning at like 5 a.m. Bailed me out. Blah blah blah. I ate some French toast for breakfast in jail. It wasn't very good. I ended up giving it some like really big ripped black guy because he was eyeballing my fucking tray and I didn't want no business. He's like, you gonna finish that? I was like, if I can have the milk, you can have the rest. He's like, bet. There you go, bro. I kept the milk because at this point I had already tried my breakfast. It was like soggy bread that was being passed as French toast, instant grits, which was fucking gross, hot tea, and like a carton of milk. And he was just eyeballing. I could tell he had been there for a while. He was a big dude and he was hungry and he was like eyeballing my trays. I was just sitting there fucking around with it. I was like, you want this? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep the milk, but you could have the rest. Bet. All right.
All right.
I'm all drinking my milk in the corner. Right after breakfast, when my mom fucking bailed me out of jail. I think she had to pay like
drinking his carton of
and I was getting like hella nervous though. Like when I was in that whole like I was like, hey, nobody was like answering the phone. I was getting kind of mad. So I was like, I'm gonna have to spend the entire night because it happened on a Friday night. I was like, I can't be here the whole fucking weekend. Like the fuck? Like hell no. But my mom bailed me out, and then I went back for my court date, or my date to like talk to the DA, or whatever the hell it is. And they were like, yeah, we can't find your paperwork anywhere. I was like, oh, I wonder why. Just mysteriously disappeared, right? He didn't file it. And then, that shit happened.
It's because he couldn't figure out how to like put in words like how you went from like random dude on the street to like being sucker punched in the face.
Dude, like homeboy did not even know who the fuck I was. He just like pulled up to my house, and I guess someone had called the cops, like one of my neighbors, and I ended up finding out it was like the Asian next door that was new. He's like, oh yeah, I heard lots of yelling. I was like, yeah, that's what we do. Like, sorry, welcome to the fucking neighborhood, bro.
Oh my goodness.
It was just fucked up.
That's great.
Not much of a story because I didn't want to get through all the details, but yeah.
Didn't
that's,
they,
like,
Didn't they steal? Didn't the cops steal something of yours?
Oh, like my watch was gone.
Nice.
My watch that I put in that you put your little bag like to take all your belongings, file it away. Yeah, my like nice little watch was gone and my a few bucks was missing, but
Nice.
it is what it is.
That's a good
I guess
story,
that's
though.
your good culture to me.
Nick gets
take the
punched
hit
in
on
the
that
face.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, and like he fucking hit me, dog. Like I had like a big old. I know that's why they didn't press those. I had this big old swell on my eye. I wish I had my fucking security cameras back then. Cause like right now, if you go to my house, it's like fucking 360, dog. Like you cannot walk up to this place within 50 yards and you're on camera. And like I look at my cameras now, and it's like, yeah, there I was. I would have had your ass, bro. Could have had me a nice little lawsuit on your ass. And Denver always pays. But it's unfortunate. I didn't get a chance to do it.
Dude, I just laughed at Gibby's comment right there.
I probably shouldn't. I support the cops. I'm pro cops. You know, there's gonna be dicks, but there's a lot of good guys. My grandpa was a cop. Wasn't a very good one either, but that's another story.
Jesus, all
But
right.
yeah, we're good.
That's the podcast for tonight. Got anything
That
else
was
to
a
talk
wild
about,
one.
boys? Nah?
Good one.
Yeah,
Nah,
man, that was fun.
I'm glad we were able to like meet Sage, meet Nino,
Oh, yeah.
all that
Yeah,
good
man.
stuff. We got a lot of shit that's gonna go down. And like I said, if anyone's in that chat that like, hit me up for recruitment. I know this is supposed to be the last day, and it really is the last day, but I'm so far behind on emails and DMs. My web coordinator is supposed to do some responses, and he kind of like didn't help me out on that.
Hey, man, I'm working. All right.
We're all working, Christopher. We all have fucking jobs. Fucks. But no, that's the gist. We're gonna be doing some shit. Like I said, if you're interested in events, because I was
chaotic.
looking, there's not a whole lot of Apex shit going down. I want to do an Apex event. Do I just mess? Yeah, hit us up in Discord, and we'll get back to you on that for sure. Yeah, dude. AcaRa events is coming back. We're gonna be doing some shit, so stay tuned. We got some new apparel, hopefully getting ready to get dropped. Once I find a new apparel company, that's another topic we could talk about. Maybe not now, but
Yeah, next
apparel
week.
companies,
Yeah.
they're fucking like the scum of the scum when it comes to gaming related businesses that are like no work ethic like whatsoever. And that's probably not true for everybody, but at least the ones that I've dealt with, oh my god, what a fucking headache. Why is it so hard just to put a little bit of time and effort into a company that's making you money? I don't understand.
Yeah, but
we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, man. And make sure to follow Sage on Twitter at Sage Sleet. And
subscribe to my YouTube channel.
oh yeah, and his YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, shout yourself out, man.
Oh,
Where
Yeah,
can
yeah,
they
there you
find
go, bro.
So basically, Sage Sleet everywhere: Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. I post Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on YouTube, and I stream whenever I can. Like, I'm not very consistent, but I try to stream daily.
That works. And then I know Nino's.
Yeah,
right
I
now,
got you.
but
I got
follow Nino. Nino Brown _49. That's his Twitter. And then you can find him on Twitch at Nino Brown 49. No space on that one.
Yeah, man.
So definitely check those guys out. But yeah, check out our Discord. Promote that shit. I want to try to build a nice little community there for the team. Run some events there, and just try to build a nice community where everyone feels pretty happy and we can get some shit done. That's all I got.
And look forward to AcaRa game nights coming soon. All right, that's all we got. That's all we got. Coming soon.
This channel should be pretty active.
I hate you, bro.
Oh, yo, hey, can you show the fucking show the culture picture one?
Oh no, I'll hit the outro, bro.
No, don't end it yet. Hold on. Wait. Do the face one.
Dude, I hate you, bro.
Do the face one for Discord, bro. That's the best one.
Oh no, dude.
Oh, come on, give me hook it up, dog. Is he there?
Oh no, dude. I'm out, bro. We're in the outro, bro.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Appreciate it.
Have a good night, everybody.
Later.
Jeez.